Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about Yom Kippurim, Yom Kippur, the holiest holiday in the Hebrew calendar. And we are going to read about it from the Zohar Parashat Pinchas. There's an amazing article about it in the Zohar. You can find more about Yom Kippurim in Parashat Acharimot in the Zohar and also in commentaries to Parashat Acharimot. However, we read from Parashat Pinchas also on Yom Kippurim. Therefore, we have about the concentrated secret of what Yom Kippurim is about. In verse 807, in the Rabbi Ashlag's commentary, Asulam, on the Zohar, we find, Uve'asor lechodesh hashvi, on the 10th day, in the 7th month, which is the month of Tishrei, Mikra Kodesh yeh lachem. This is a day of Mikra Kodesh, calling the holiness in. This is the day of Kippurim, Yom Kippur, which is the 10th day of the month, which is the letter Yud, which is number 10. Why? Because it's the conclusion of the 10 days of repentance, 10 days of awe. V'yitkinu bo hei tfilot, and 5, or in Hebrew you do not write the number 5, you write the letter Hey, which means 5. Hey, prayers on Yom Kippur. On a regular day, in the Hebrew calendar, 3 prayers. Shabbat, Rosh Chodesh and holiday, 4 prayers. Yom Kippur, 5 prayers. 5 prayers, Hey prayers, the letter Hey, in order, lechaber, Yud im Hey, the Yud, 10 days, and the Hey, 5 prayers, together give us the letters Yud and Hey. What is that? Whoever learns some Kabbalah understands immediately that the name Yud and Hey is one of the holy names of God, and it's also the first 2 letters of the Tetragrammaton. These 2 letters symbolize the uppermost worlds and levels of consciousness. The other 2 letters, Vav and Hey, symbolize the physical world and the world of logic. So when we're talking about the 2 letters Yud and Hey, we already know we're connecting to the highest levels possible. Connection, dehainu chokhmah im bina, connecting chokhmah and bina together, which is the highest connection a human being can tap into. And only on Yom Kippur. And on these days, these are days no work. Kol melechet avodah lo tasu, do not work on this day. Why? And the next verse says, Ki hayamim sheyesh behem melechet chol, the days of work, they are connected to the world of the tree of knowledge. Tree of knowledge, good and evil. And this is what we do during the weekdays. We have the evil, we have to turn it into good. We have the darkness, we have to turn it into light. We have the bitterness, we have to turn it into sweetness. That's the day-to-day job of a human being. That's a job, not something else. This is the job. When we do that, we have to fall, we have to go into the bitterness and into the negativity in order to transform it and to connect to the positivity behind and beyond the negativity. This is called also the tree of knowledge, good and evil. So, our life is like between the good and the evil, the ups and the downs, the ups and the downs. The right and the left, it's good and the not good, it's good and it's not good, I love, I don't love, he loves me, he doesn't love me, the check is in the mail, the check is not in the mail. All of these up and down that we have, this is the tree of knowledge, good and evil, and as long as we are in it, the Zohar says we are slaves. Because a slave, even when things are good, he's afraid things are going to go bad. So, he's not free because he's a slave of the fear, to the fear, that things are going to go wrong. Now, however, on Yom Kippur, which is called holiness, is controlled, this day, Yom Kippur is controlled totally by the tree of life. That has no negativity, no enemies, no opponents, no Satan disturbing on Yom Kippur. On that day, all the powers, the forces of evil, take a break, they go for vacation. Of course, if you choose to be connected to that realm which is called Yom Kippur. You just do go on with your life on Yom Kippur as possible. Like every other day. You shop, you buy, you do things, whatever, you listen to music. It's not Yom Kippur for you, it's Passover. Why Passover? Because it passes over you, and you don't get anything out of it. Now, on this day, the Zohar says, it's all good if you connect to the consciousness of Yom Kippur, which means you do not work, you just focus on being only with that power of Yom Kippur, which means no eating, no drinking, no many other things. Just shutting down our physical connections to this physical world. On this day, Tree of Life, it's a day that the slaves will rest. And on this day, they go out to freedom. Out, breaking their bondage. Now, and this is the day that as much work we do during this day to connect to positivity. In the end of that day, the Zohar says, the more you connected to positivity, overcame negativity, the more you were into the Tree of Life and let go of all the false side within you, the more free you're going to be during the coming year. And now we come to Kol Nidrei. And the Zohar says, those that have a decree upon their heads. This is the decree which is a vow. It's a vow of the universe, cause and effect. Whatever you did will come back and hit you. For those, there is the issue of Kol Nidrei. Kol Nidrei is being said, recited, just in the beginning of Yom Kippur. We take the Torahs out of the ark. We go with the Torah around the synagogue that everybody can touch it, and then we stand with the Torah, we say Kol Nidrei. The Zohar says because it lifts us up to the level of Zerapin. In that level of the realm of Eitz HaChaim, the Tree of Life, we are here attack and destroying all of these vows of the universe, missiles of negativity. They are heading towards us. They're supposed to hit it during the year to come. But with the power of unity and the prayer and Kol Nidrei, we simply void and null them till there's nothing left. And how do we do that? And all the more details of Yom Kippur and the wonderful secrets of this wisdom from the Zohar about Yom Kippur, you can listen and learn in the classes on the site. Thank you and have a great year, sweet year, Shana Tova.